Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles the Band. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. We'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and always. Today we have a hell of a show in store for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. This is a topic that I think is that we need to get to. We need to get to this topic. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Also, we have an exclusive Dreamers Pro community that we're going to be launching very, very soon. So if you want early access to receive a one-time offer that's only going to be available to people on the waiting list, please make sure you sign up to the people on the waiting list. We already have about 250 signups already. So if you want to be a part of that, please make sure you do that. Anyway, let's get into the topic today. You know, coming into this season, there were all of these storylines surrounding JJ Redick about how brilliant he is. Even after he had his interview with the Lakers, oh my God, the guy's a savant. He sees numbers in the sky. He's just something else. We had people like, I think it was Dave McMenamin or somebody at ESPN reporting that the Lakers feel like they have the next Pat Riley. Just imagine the next Pat Riley. And given the fact that JJ Redick used to work at ESPN, all of his colleagues or former colleagues were cheering him on. Oh, go JJ, go JJ, go JJ, go JJ, go JJ. And one of those people that was cheering him on was Stephen A. Smith. As you guys know, Stephen A. Smith and JJ Redick have been on ESPN on a number of times. They've had their various dust-ups. But Stephen A. Smith always maintained that, hey, it's just TV, just entertaining, no biggie whatsoever. So when JJ got the job, Stephen A. Smith said he wishes him the best and he thinks JJ Redick is going to do a fantastic job. The season starts off, JJ looked pretty good in those 3 games, but then we quickly realized that, look, the real competition needs to start. And throughout the season, Stephen A. Smith has maintained that, oh, JJ Redick is doing a good job. But then I started to notice, I'm like, wait a minute. This guy's giving JJ Redick praise when he doesn't deserve it. Why? Because for the vast majority of the season, at various points, JJ Redick has had an identical record to that of former Lakers head coach Darvin Ham. But I never heard Stephen A. Smith talking about Darvin Ham was doing a fantastic job. And I was saying to myself, why is Stephen A. Smith why does he have this default position that JJ is doing a good job when in reality he's not? And now people are beginning to catch on to the fact that JJ Redick is not doing a fantastic job. As a matter of fact, the numbers suggest otherwise. The Lakers were better offensively last year. This year, they are a horrendous defensive team, getting outscored by what? Probably 3 points a game on average. Whereas last year, they were getting outscored by at least 1 point. Last year, the Lakers won the in-season tournament. This year, they didn't even get anywhere. But nevertheless, even as the Lakers are floundering, Stephen A. Smith is up there talking about JJ Redick is doing a good job. So now after the Lakers got blown out by 29, they got blown out by 41. They lost yesterday. I'm like, no, we got to call Stephen A. to the carpet because he needs to explain to us why he thinks JJ Redick is doing a great job, a fantastic job, when the results say otherwise. And these are the comments that we want to get into. But before we even get into what Stephen A. Smith had to say on ESPN just 2-3 days ago, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Game Time. With the year almost over, I am super excited about creating memories with family and friends by attending various plays, theater shows, and sporting events. And when it comes time to look for tickets, Game Time is my go-to. Game Time is one of the most reliable marketplaces for last-minute tickets to the most popular events in sports, music, and theater in more than 60 cities across the United States and Canada. Game Time saves me money, time, and stress. It finds the best deals and guarantees that the tickets are legit, and it makes sure that the tickets are delivered to me on time. Game Time Picks is my favorite tool. It cuts through the fluff and shows you the best deals on great seats near you so you don't waste time searching. For example, I'm really looking forward to this upcoming NBA game between the Lakers and the Portland Trail Blazers. Here's what I like to do. First, I select an all-in price to see the total ticket price up front, so I'm not surprised by the additional fees at checkout. Next, I click on Game Time Picks to check out their curated deals. And finally, I pick the ticket I want. I choose the cheapest deal, the great deal, or the amazing deal. Once you select the ticket you want, you can use their panoramic seat view to ensure you know exactly what you're getting before you buy. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and use redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is want to quickly play what he had to say. It's only about a minute or so sound of him talking about the great job that JJ Redick is doing on ESPN First Take this week. And we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Stephen A. Smith here.
But when we talk about slippage, I got to look at the totality of his game. I'm seeing him get burnt on defense a lot. I'm seeing him not getting back on defense line. I'm not knocking that. He's approaching 40 years of age. He shouldn't have to. He should have more help, okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so ultimately, we have to get to a point where at this stage and point in your career, we do have to legitimately ask LeBron James what you're playing for. Because guess what? Lakers ain't going nowhere. Let's call it what it is. And I'm very proud of JJ Redick. I'm very proud of the job that he's done, and I think he's going to be a damn good coach in the NBA for years to come. I really, really believe that. This is no shade on him. I'm looking at the roster. I'm looking at the development or lack thereof of the players around him. Whether it's Hachimura, whether it's D'Angelo Russell, Mr. Cruise Control himself, that's what I call him, okay? Or whomever else you want to come up with, Austin Reeves, high one day, low another, whatever the case may be.
So you heard what Stephen A. Smith had to say. He thinks that JJ Redick is doing a good job, and I've come to the conclusion that Stephen A. Smith is not watching any basketball games, like at all. At all, it's almost as if he has a default position regardless of whatever happens. How can you look at what JJ Redick is doing and then say he's doing a good job? And the irony and the sad part about all of this is that the most disrespected section of sports media has been the one sounding the alarm bells, which is the independent guys. The independent guys have been the ones saying, hey, look, JJ is not as good as you guys are advertising. Where is the equal treatment of JJ the way they treated Darvin Ham? We've been pushing for it. And then finally, some NBA guys and some other names are beginning to catch on. Brandon Jennings caught on. I think Rashard McCann caught on. Nick Young caught on. Kenyon Martin called him out. Recently, Rob Parker called him out. And Kendrick Perkins is now calling him out, making fun of him, calling him mind the game. But Stephen A. Smith is still sitting up there maintaining, talking about, JJ's doing a fantastic job. How is JJ Redick doing a fantastic job? And why are you willing to give JJ Redick the benefit of the doubt that they didn't give Darvin Ham? I don't get it. As things stand right now, the Lakers were slightly better last season. That's what the data suggests. So this thing of, JJ's doing a good job and all that, ESPN and these guys at ESPN are going to have to come to terms that they're going to have to call out their own colleague when he's not doing his job. They're going to have to keep it a buck. Because Stephen A. Smith, calls out NBA players. Oh, they're a fraternity. They defend themselves. They're not going to keep it real. They're not going to keep it real about their own. They're not going to keep it real about one of your own. Even though Stephen A. Smith's not a basketball player, JJ Redick was a former analyst at ESPN. He used to work there, so he was one of his colleagues. Call him out. The same way you don't hesitate to call out certain NBA players, don't hesitate to call out JJ Redick. Or are you telling me that JJ is going to get a different set of treatment because you have a relationship with him? So if you don't have a relationship with somebody, that's when you're going to go off on him. You're not going to pull any punches. No. You need to call out JJ. And when you say he's doing a fantastic job, he needs to expand on that position because I don't see this fantastic job he's doing. I was just watching a video from the channel who does a fantastic job. It's called Awful Coaching. And he's breaking down the Lakers Hawks game. And he has the title of his video, JJ Redick should be in jail versus the Hawks. And he's just breaking the thing down to a molecular level. And he's not getting paid $10 million a year to talk basketball. So we're going to need you to keep that same energy for JJ Redick. He is not a baby. Let's not treat him like one. Call his behind out too, the way you call out everybody else. We're going to keep it a buck. Let's stop twerking it up all over the place for JJ Redick. He don't deserve it. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We'll catch you on the next show. Peace.